Yeah, YouTube, what's good? Back with another video. Hey, small little hiatus, but we back and we rolling. All right, but before I get started, quick little bit of housekeeping. If you don't know, Sunday it is a real nigga's birthday. You heard me? So Libra season is in full effect. October 1st, your boy will be turning 30. Nigga will be turning 30 out this bitch, you feel me? So, send all the love, hold it down for me. I will probably be off the grid for that whole day. And then after that, I'm gonna be off social media for at least a month. So after the first, I'll be off the grid. So if you have any video requests and shit like that, you gotta leave them in the comments. If you wanna talk to a nigga or something like that, you wanna get in depth, book that consultation, anything like that, and I'll be working with y'all. But other than that, if you wanna send a nigga a gift, you wanna send a nigga money, something like that, contact me and I'll make sure that it gets to me, and it won't be spent in any type of responsible manner. It'll be all proceeds will be made for me to pour champagne on strippers' heads. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. And then if you want to send me bitches, just make sure that they're not ugly or fat. Because I'm not paying for the shipping for big bitches. Alright? But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. So moving into the video, today's topic was a request from somebody who asked me, should you move in with your girl or with a girl? I gotta find your name. It's in my DMs. I'll shout you out afterwards. But bro said, should he move in with his girl? He been with her for some time, and he think it's time for them to move in. No. Plain and simple. Fuck no. If you need a little more incentive, fuck no. And then the reason I say that is because what are you moving in for? And then what is your goals with her? What is your point with her? Are you trying to marry this bitch? I'm sorry I called her a bitch, but are you trying to marry this girl? You trying to marry your girl? Or y'all just playing house? Do y'all have kids? You got kids already, you should have been married her. You know what I'm saying? So the question comes down to, in all honesty, what the fuck do you want? Do you want to move in with this bitch? And I could probably tell you, because the way you asked it, you probably don't, because you're asking me. A lot of times we know the right answer, we know the things that don't sit right in our spirit, and yet we still go against it and still try to rationalize and figure out a way to make it true when we know it's not, and we know it can never be true. And you're sitting there with this. Anytime you go against your spirit or go against your internal guidance, it never turns out good, ever. You know what I'm saying? Something inside of you is like, I don't know if I should move in with her, and it doesn't feel right, but I want to find, I think maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe, I'm just being scared. I'm afraid of fucking commitment or settling down or whatever the fuck goofy shit she probably feeding you and you getting spoon fed. Listen, bro, don't move in with her if you really don't want to, and you don't see no future with her, or you're not planning a future for her. You know what I'm saying? You the leader, you the guy that's moving in for what, bro? To what end is what I'm getting at, right? Because I put it to you like this: if you're moving in, if you yourself are moving in with her, dead that shit. If you yourself as a man are moving in with her, dead that shit. Dead that shit. You know why? Because it goes back to a video. It's a fucking gnat in this bitch, and it's gonna piss me off. If you yourself as a man move in with her, it goes back to a video I said about competition anxiety, right? You in the house, in her house at that, you are relinquishing all power. You're relinquishing all power to you being inside of her house. You relinquish all power. You relinquish all competition anxiety this bitch could possibly have, right? Because look at it like this. I have a crib, my girl has a crib. I go home to my crib, she go home to her crib, right? Now you may think that's minor, but somewhere in her psychology, she's thinking he could have a bitch over there right now, or he could not be at home, right? He could possibly be sneaking a bitch through the window or some shit. Like, I mean, she could just come through the front door, you know, some shit like that. It's always that anxiety in there, you know what I'm saying? And you in the same household as her, you at home, she got eyes on you all the time. You under 24-hour surveillance. She know where you sleep. She know how you pee. She know the way you turn in your sleep. She know all of that. She know your body temperature while you're sleeping. Everything. You're under 24-hour surveillance. There is no competition anxiety. She feels safe. She's secure. She's comfortable now. The game is won in her eyes. The game is won in her eyes. You know, finally, I got him in the house. I got him home. You know? And I'm going to tell you, too, from just life personal experience, it's not a good bet for you. When I was married, my credit was messed up. My credit when I had got out of the Army was messed up because of young nigga decisions. Young nigga shit. So, we had to use hers on the lease to our apartment when we got out. Get to the spot. You know, they ran her, she's good, we got in there. I paid for the shit, you know, I paid the rent, but, you know, it's under her name. Fast forward throughout our relationship, which was terrible, which was bad. I ain't gonna say terrible, it was bad. It wasn't the right people for the right situation, right? But we get into an argument one night, and this bitch is wilding, screaming, kicking, fucking, all that shit. And she's sitting there like, get out. I'm like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. And she's like, it's my fucking house. It's my fucking blah, blah. Right there is the power you relinquish when you move into a bitch's dwelling. Even if it's your shit. Even if you think it's your shit. Her name on the lease legally. You know, mine is on it too, but she's the, you know, whoever's the main leaseholder. You know, and you don't ever want to have no bitch have that kind of power over you to make you homeless. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're going to move in together, at least move the bitch into your place. You get your own spot and move her in. I don't give a... That's my whole thing. If a bitch... if we move in together, it's going to be my place. And I don't give a fuck how you decorate it, bitch. To be honest, whatever makes you comfortable. You know, move in and... Y'all decorate the fucking... I don't care what kind of decor you get in this motherfucker, to be honest. Because all I need is a bed, a TV for the games, and fucking maybe a chair for my friend come over. One of my friends come over, because they don't ever all come over at the same time. You know, and that's that. And internet. And I'm good. Food in the fridge, I'm straight. I live as bare minimum as you can get, bro. And I'm comfortable like that. But, you know, as far as y'all moving in, it depends on what end, bro. If you're not trying to marry this bitch, what are you moving in for? What are you moving in for? A companion? Like a house partner? Like, what are y'all doing? What are you really doing with her? And then if you got kids, if y'all got kids together, y'all got kids separately, that's a whole nother thing too. Because if this is your child's mother or something, I mean, I get what you're trying to do, move in together, but are y'all really working out together? Like, do y'all really work out? Are y'all really compatible? Do y'all really go together? Is it a good environment to raise your child in? Is your child living between you two in a toxic situation? If not, then yeah, go ahead, move in, just start a family, marry the bitch. You already done had the kid, I don't know why. That's another thing. I know I'm going on a tangent, but that's another thing I don't understand. Motherfuckers that have a kid with a bitch, but don't marry the bitch. Like, marrying is the thing that'll keep you tied to the bitch forever. Not the kid. Like, I'd be so fucking lost and baffled at how you niggas process shit. But I digress. Whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, so bottom line, I'm always tell you no, don't move in with a bitch. don't move into her dwelling. Don't relinquish your power ever, because it's unnecessary. But at the end of the day, you are your own man. You make your own decisions. But if you asking me, if it's going against your spirit, don't fucking do it, ever. Don't ever go against your spirit. If you feel in your gut that it's the wrong decision, it fucking is. Alright? But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Until next time, yo, it's Wolfgang Peak. It's Wolfgang Lifestyle.